have your behavior doing anything. So these are things that we have to think about in depth. Okay, stop throwing down trash where black people live, work, and play. Every black person ought to get a PhD in broom studies. Sweeping and cleaning, no broken bottles, no paper, no food wrappers thrown on the ground where black people live, work, and play. Stop believing that welfare will save you. Stop pretending that racism, white supremacy does not exist. And stop allowing racism, white supremacy to cause division between the people of color, between the black, brown, red, and yellow people. Stop those divisions. And I want to add to that. Black people must demand a solution to the depression level, higher than depression levels of unemployment in our communities, and demand of the system of racism, white supremacy, that do just like they did during the Depression, where the government becomes employer of last resort. And black people, we are the so-called minority with seniority, and the only people who were enslaved, and we have to demand that there is employment. Because men cannot function as husbands, they cannot function as fathers if they do not have jobs. So everybody needs to have a job, and people need to stand up and be counted. If they have to march demanding jobs, then so be it. As a manifestation of our respect for ourselves and the intentionality that we have for ourselves as being people who are going to function as second to none on this planet. The creator of the universe made us the mothers and fathers of everybody on this planet. And we are going to bring to ourselves the respect and the dignity that parents should have. We're the parent people of the planet, and we have been reduced to the lowest depths. But we can decide that we're going to rise to what it is that we were supposed to be, what the creator of the universe made us to be. And this is a magnificent challenge. And I don't have any doubt that if we set our minds to this task, this is something that we can achieve. And I'm not...
That's Walter Williams right there. So yeah, I don't know how to start this off, except by saying that I came across this Dr. Francis Cress Welsing and Dr. Walter Williams. Now, I haven't actually listened to this, and a lot of things I don't listen to before I start filming it. So this is one of them. I just can't believe it, bro. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And you're gonna think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but I want you to know something. You're not gonna be able to look at the circumstances of our planet and try to see me as being the evil person because I come here and get the elements to correspond with the predictions that I tell you guys and the things that I tell you are gonna have to come true according to the weathers backing me up. You don't understand how it works because you all been given European doctrination, which is incorrect. The true concept of our world is that people are made of the same elements that the earth is made of. So why should there not be a unique symbiotic connection between the two? Like a mother makes her child, so does the earth make their child. So if a mother calls her child, do the child not have ears to understand the sound of its own mother? Likewise, if a child needs its mother, can it call its mother and get a response from the mother? Of course. So that's the way our world works. That's the true dynamics of it. Now there's people on the earth who knows that, and they've learned how to use that to their advantage. And most of the time people using that for their advantage cause a disadvantage for the non-knowers of this knowledge. So this is where bondage and oppression comes into play at. The mental state of a person will always be governed and controlled by the people that's feeding them. The people that's feeding you could give you ingestion through many different ways. TV mediocrity, Safeway, West Angeles Church, Lady of Grace Hospital, all that stuff. When it's all controlled by one sector of people, that sector of people can condition the whole societal dynamics, the whole foundation, and the whole total existence of it will all be regulated and controlled by the people that's sitting in the seat of controlling all of the assets to gain, as well as, excuse me, prosperity as well as adversities. So now knowing that, a person has to understand the importance of identifying with self and being able to see self as the overall that which encompasses all, and then you start being responsible for self. So that makes your mind where you're not susceptible, or if you will, you cannot have a cultured mind that will receive bullshit. Everybody is mature enough to know there is no Santa Claus. But we spend billions of dollars on that shit annually, every year in, year out. And so much poverty, so much deprivation, and idiocy. We got decaying school systems, stealing preachers, lying to the masses, taking all the money. And then the reason why it happens is because people are stupid as hell. And how do you become dumb as hell? Because you listen to the rhetoric that you know is crap when you hear it. There's not one person on this earth that knows for a fact that Santa comes down the freaking chimney and leaves toys. No one knows that. No one has ever saw that. But we put it in all our children's minds when they're small kids. We get them that bullshit right away. And then you live in a world of decadence. And all this type of knowledge is hidden from everyone that you're looking at now. And then when the people that come to bring this knowledge back to the earth arrive, they're rejected, pushed to the side, told that they are nothing. How dare you come and try to change my mind when everything is so perfect? But everything is not perfect. No, it's not. We all know that. We're at the verge of war. All this homicidal stuff, all this homosexual stuff, all of the earth depletion of all of the minerals, and the death of all of the livestock, dying all around us constantly. And people are so busy with their crap that they can't see that that's an indication of your imminent death. So I wrote this down. I want to read something to you. It says, "Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God." Now listen, the only people on the earth that can control the elements is gods and goddesses. That's it. You're not going to be an evil person and control the elements. You could be an evil person and come out here and manipulate the minerals and manipulate the molecular structures by altering them. You can make them be devastating in nature, yeah. But this is what's good about nature devastation. Nature devastation comes with no contamination. See, man nuclear bomb creates radiation. The bullet that you shoot from a gun has smoke and gunpowder. Water doesn't do that. Neither does fire. Neither does wind. It just destroys things on the level of how you look at it. But if it's ordained by the Creator God, you can't call that evil. You see, if a bad weather formation goes through the mountains and destroy the mountains, but not your homes, you won't look at that as act of evil. You look at it as act of nature. But if a prophet comes to tell you that nature, which we call third, before you guys came and screwed our heads all up with your Jesus, we had a name for this energy essence I'm telling you about. It was third. Way of the net thirds. You stole all that from us and gave us Jesus. Anyway, what this means is that because of our iniquities and our inabilities to stop the stagnation of you Europeans' conceptualization, I have been sent to this earth to tell you guys that the earth plans on eradicating a large percentage of the people, if not all the people on the earth. You white people have been solely targeted for eradication because of the filth and brainwashing and decadence of the earth and the destruction of these people that you're looking at right now, who were put here with supreme God knowledge. And because someone else decided that they didn't want this earth to have any God essence to it, they decided to target these people and kill them. And for that, a real serious crime has been committed against the universe. Okay, back to the weather formations. Don't look at the weather formations that I tell you is coming and then try to look at me like I'm the evil person. No, see, this is what you call justice. And it had to come from the weather because we couldn't get no justice people on earth with you guys, because you guys run everything and all you create for us is death and deprivation. So you're trying to kill us, and we all know that. So the universe said, I got something for their ass. So I'm reading this, so all the people out there who been misled by this corrupted system of white man, I want you to listen to this. It says, Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirit to see whether they are from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. I'm not a false prophet. I can't stand out here and say, tornadoes, go get their ass, and then that go happen. I don't care how many Gargamel cartoons you done watched where they made that be evil. The only person that can control the elements on this planet is the planet creator. Alright, here's some more. It says, for such men are false apostles, deceitful workers, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. No wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Now listen, when they say Satan disguises himself as an angel of light, that means when you read your Bible and everything on earth and it tells you about Jesus and then you see him, his pictures, he always got the sunlight behind him, backing him up. Okay, that's the disguise right there. That's who they're talking about. The European imposter come out here claiming to be an angel of light, and then as soon as the sun touch his ass, he getting skin cancer. That's why so many is dying right now. Skin cancer. All kind of medical complications on the earth right now, at sole objective to eradicate all this evil off the earth. Know that. That's what it's going down to. It says he disguises himself as an angel of light. Therefore, it is not surprising if his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. That's all these sorry, phony-ass preachers. All right? Bishop Blake, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, all these guys holding the Bible in their hand trying to tell you to worship the white man as God. When we can see his decadence all over the planet. He done saturated everything with drugs, dope, got women prostituting. He building more and more concentration camps. Quit worshiping him as God. He is not. Wake your ass up and stop that stupidness. They have no civilizations like this they've ever built. They are responsible for destroying this. They destroyed it because it was built by the people of God. And they can't do that. So through envy and jealousy, they destroyed it. Okay. Who's in, okay, it says, they disguise themselves as servants of righteousness, whose end will be according to their deeds. Okay, the weather right now is coming back. Tearing their ass up saying, okay, so you done mined everything, you done killed everybody, you done just did some horrible shit. Okay, let's go on and do that. Let's get at that. Alright, let me show you what's right around the corner for all your great deeds and your deceit and misleading of all my children. Let me show you what I got in store for you. All those houses that you brought, I'm going to send tornadoes and tear them all up. All your cars, all your roads, all your stores, all your little, as soon as we get enough, we could move closer to the beach. The elaborate elite, yeah. I got some shit for all y'all asses. Okay, all y'all.